Hello and welcome to Serenity Night Live. I'm Shama, I'm your host, I'm your chaos coordinator, and I'm living proof that this show is both a structured format and a weekly experiment in me winging it, because I have no idea. I always say this every week, but I still have no idea what I'm doing. But it's okay. This time we've got accountability, we've got deep dives, we've got some spotlights which will allow you to kind of go off and do that 10-minute thing that you've always wanted to get done. I'll more on that later. But let's get started before I forget what we're doing. So let's talk about accountability first of all. As you know, I'm an accountability coach. And hi everybody, nice to see you all. Thank you so much for joining. As you know, I'm an accountability coach. So I'd like for you guys to think of something that you would like to do. Now you've got 7 days to do it. Here's the thing. You've got to set yourself a goal, a 7-day goal. You're going to tell me what it is. Tell me now. Tell me in the comments or email me. Hi, Sue. I will be with you in 2 seconds. I just need to get this out of my head. Otherwise, I'm going to forget what I need to say. So I just wanted to set this goal. You've got 7 days to do it. You're going to report to me what that goal is. And then you're going to report to me the following week to let me know what that goal is. Okay, so whether you've done it or not, rather. So you've got 7 days to make it happen. Are you up for it? Send me your goals now. Let me know what they are and just keep sending them through while we get on with this show, and then we will talk about it a little bit later. So what else have I got going? Oh yes, body doubling. So you know, this show, I want it to reflect the kind of coaching that I do. So as you know, I'm an accountability and productivity coach. I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to talk about emotional dysregulation, because that's something that I struggle with on a very regular basis. My emotions, I can't regulate them, particularly when it's something that I'm passionate about or it's something that I feel really angry about. And okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to talk about emotional dysregulation for the next 10 minutes. Have you guys got a 10-minute job that you've always wanted to do? Maybe it's, well, not always wanted to do, but maybe it's like dishwashing, some folding of the laundry, small 10-minute jobs that you need to do. This is your chance to go and do that job now while I drone on about this next topic, because I'm going to drone on about it and you've got 10 minutes to go and do that job. What would that job be for you right now? If you had 10 minutes, what would that job be? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. I will be talking about emotional dysregulation while you multitask your way to a win. And I'm just going to wave to a couple of people that I've just noticed, and I will come back to you in a second. So are you ready? Are you ready to talk about emotional dysregulation? Do you struggle with emotional dysregulation? I'm going to tell you a little story about what happened to me this week. I have a water bottle. It's humongous. It's a massive water bottle. It's almost like 2 litres big. I think it's 1.8 litres. And the reason why I have such a big, massive water bottle is because I want to, I often forget to fill it up. And when I'm on the road, I get caught short and I get really thirsty, and I really struggle with that. So I carry this massive bottle of water. I lost the bottle. I lost the bottle. It's such a big bottle. Where do you lose it? I lost the bottle. I couldn't get to it. I couldn't find it. I know I hadn't taken it out. I knew it was in the house somewhere. Couldn't find it. I was very upset. That bottle was probably the best thing. It never got clogged. It never had any issues with it. It was massive. Gave me a little mini bicep because I had to pick it up all the time. It was, and now I've got this little piddly thing, which is only like maybe a litre at most. You know, I fill this up about 3 times a day. Do you have emotional dysregulation? Let's talk about what that actually is. So one of the things that we have as emotional dysregulation, the difference between with ADHD and without ADHD, is that we experience emotions a lot more keenly. We will be more intense. We have a harder time regulating them. So even a small frustration like me losing my water bottle, I was in tears because I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was panicking because I needed to be somewhere, couldn't find my water bottle. And I'm just like, I can't find it. I'm struggling here. So it was just like a small minor thing could turn into a major crisis for me because I can't find anything. And then everything just falls apart for me. That's one thing. It takes me a longer time to have emotional recovery as well. It's not about having a grudge. It's not about the grudge. It's about feeling those emotions for a lot longer. Because I don't feel the grudge. I move on. But it's just, you're only as good as your last conversation with me. I don't know why that is with me, but it's like if I remember that, this is how you spoke to me last time, that's what I'm going to remember. I can't let it go. Maybe it's me being petty, maybe it's an ADHD thing, but people with ADHD tend to ruminate a lot more in a situation. It could be for hours, could even be days. Don't ask me how long I hold a grudge. I couldn't tell you. How long is a piece of string? We have more frequent mood swings. We struggle with impulse control. We tend to make more emotional shifts. We're happy one minute. I don't know about that one really, because that's what the sources were saying. But do I do that? I'll have to ask my daughter if I do that. I don't know whether she's watching. I don't know whether she's gone, but maybe she'll. It's something that I have frequent mood swings, but I'm trying to regulate that by only focusing on the positives and not focusing on negatives and not thinking about negativity every time something happens, trying to see the better side. But that's really weird, you see, because I'm also an optimist. So you can see where that conflict always happens. And I'm sure a lot of my ADHD friends feel that same conflict every single time. And it's very, very difficult to try and talk about things and to articulate how we're feeling, because we feel so many emotions all at one time. So the difficulty in naming and processing, I've got my little notes here by the way, that's why I'm reading it out of, because I needed to make sure that I remembered everything that I needed to say. So, naming and processing emotions, I find it very difficult, and I think it's called alexithymia. Please correct me if there's any people out there that know what this is. It's called alexithymia. It leads to a lot of overwhelm, and neurotypicals have an easier time recognizing what emotion is affecting them at the time. I can't tell you. If I was upset about something, I would cry, but if I was happy, I'd be crying. If I'm dancing, I'm crying with happiness. But it's just my go-to emotion. When I'm angry, I can't articulate, so I just end up crying. So it's sad, but it's the way it goes. And then we have this horrible feeling about rejection sensitivity dysphoria, where criticisms turn into something so personal that we feel hurt by it. We feel rejection. I'll give you a small example, and I use this example a lot with my clients. So I organised a dinner with my friends. It was somebody's birthday. I can't remember whose birthday it was, but it was someone's birthday, and I'd organised this beautiful dinner. Great dinner. It was a restaurant that was very well known. Everybody came. Everybody turned up. Everyone had a great time, but the food was not good. For some reason, the food was not as good as it normally was, and everyone moaned about the food. But guess what? A neurotypical person would say, yeah, the food was really shit. We're never coming to this restaurant again. I felt as if I was the one who had cooked the food and everybody was criticising my cooking, even though I hadn't even cooked the food. All we'd done was come to a restaurant to eat. But yet I felt the emotion, and I took it personally because I was the one that chose the restaurant and I was the one that chose the food. And so it was down to me for everybody to have a good time. Is it though? Is that right? Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't know. That's how I felt. And it usually does not cause the same level of emotion or self-worth impact for a neurotypical. Again, I hate these words, neurotypical and neurodivergence. I don't know what I should be using. What is the right word for these? But when I think about it, it makes me feel really, really sad, because again, there's so many people who are telling me now that they feel exactly the same thing. And I think that's great. So we can all share and talk about how we can make this work better for us. What can we do to make ourselves feel less of this emotional dysfunction? Does it mean that we need to journal our feelings so that we can see it in black and white, and we can just then see where we can see the solutions for these emotions? I don't know. Tell me what you think. So if you want to know more about rejection sensitivity and all of this emotional dysphoria, I have taken some notes and I did read on some articles. So there's a particular article I read and I found was really good, was Taking Charge of Adult ADHD, which is by R.A. Barkley. Sorry if I got that wrong. It's printed by the Guildford Press and it's published in 2010, so that would be good. Another really good one that I found was Smart But Stuck, Emotions in Teens and Adults. That really helped me understand what rejection sensitivity dysphoria is and what kind of things people could do. But I want you to have a read of it and see what kind of takeaways you get out of that as well. So that was written by Thomas Brown, Dr. Thomas Brown, because he's a PhD, and that was in 2017. And please have a look at Jossie Bass in the Children and Adults with ADHD website, www.chadd.org. Now, I know that we kind of seem to be getting really quickly through this show, but I'm sure we'll have more things coming through. But let's have a quick look at the comments and let's see what everyone has said they're going to do. Oh, somebody wants to join. Somebody wants to talk to me. Let's. I don't know whether that worked. Somebody wanted to join my show. I'm so excited. Let's go back to the comments in the meantime while we're waiting for somebody to join. Let's have a look.
No.
Hi, you don't want to join? Okay, that's
fine. No. I thought I had to join your live, Shama. I am happy as an spectator.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
You have a goal for the week.
Yes.
What is it?
Do I have a goal for the week?
Yes, something that you're going to do and then you're going to achieve it for next Wednesday. What would that be?
Well, shall we just make it simple? Just do a couple of extra posts to promote my page on Instagram. Should we keep it simple?
Please keep it simple. I know how complicated it is. So let's just keep it simple with you at least. Do those posts. I will be expecting those posts and I will be expecting you next week. Ooh, where's she gone? I'll be expecting you next week to come back and tell me how you got on with your posts. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Love you. I will let you go now. I know this was very, very terrifying for you.
Wasn't expecting that.
You take care. Are you going to let yourself go or do I let you go? I don't know how this works.
Good question.
I have nobody else to join, so I think you may have to leave. I'm not sure.
Right, okay. So let's just see.
I think you have to go.
Right, I'll go.
All right.
I'll go, but I am here. Okay.
Thank you so much. No, still there. Excellent. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. That was Fizzing Minds. She's actually a wonderful psychiatrist. So if you need some help, get in touch with her. She is absolutely wonderful. Let's wave at a few more people. Let's see who else we've got. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. You don't know how happy that made me. We've got Fallen Angel Piercing. She's done all of these, by the way. You see my beautiful ears? That's done by these guys. They are wonderful. They are based in Watford. Go and check them out. They are wonderful. Sue, thank you so much for messaging me. I love the fact that you want to stay motivated. I'm going to make a note of that and I'm going to talk to you next week to find out. Let's get a little bit more deep dive into that though. What does that mean? What do you want to do to stay motivated? What are you going to do to make sure you don't lose focus? What are the things that motivate you the most? Let's talk about that. Yeah, so send me a message. Send me a comment. Let me know what are you going to do to make sure that you stay motivated for the next 7 days. Let's see who else we've got. We've got Unsa. Hi, Unsa. I love you. Thank you so much for joining. We've got Amelia. Thank you so much for joining. We've got Hustle R joined. Thank you so much. Yes, I think we are alike in so many ways, not only for the love of our piercings, but also the fact that we both struggle with the same emotional dysregulation. So I hope that what we talked about resonated with you. And if you need any more advice, just get in touch with me. Let's talk about that more. Let's have a look at Biggie Singh. Biggie Singh, I'm going to be speaking to you on Monday. Love it. Dante, hi Dante, nice to see you. Hi ladies. Yes, there are men here as well. There's not just the ladies. And I still have my 4 people. I did, but more interaction this time. I am so happy. So are there anybody else who has any other goals? Oh, Biggie, do you have a goal that you want to do for this week? Think of a goal that you'd like to do for the next 7 days. Let me know what that is, because I'm going to hold you accountable as part of my accountability challenge. So think about what your goal is. Make it concise, make it specific, so that you know exactly how you're going to tackle it and you know exactly what you're going to do. I'm going to ask you next week. Did you get it done? So far we have got Amelia, who says she is going to not have sugar or cut down on sugar for the next 7 days. Thank you very much. Oh, and Sue says she is going to be more motivated. But motivated to do what? We still have yet to see. So think of things that you want to work on. What kind of things do you think that you should be working on in order to stay motivated? Another hint is try and think of something that you're really passionate about. I know what your passion is, Sue. So think about what motivates you about that passion. And hopefully we can transfer that motivation into, what was that? Smile more. If I smiled more, you'd need sunglasses with these teeth. Ding. I think, you know what I'm going to do? When I do the covering, I'm going to have a little glint in the teeth. You know, one of those cheesy thing. But we are talking about emotional sensitivity. So it's a bit of a serious subject, Biggie. Do you struggle with emotional sensitivity? Do you suffer from extreme emotions from one field to another? I don't know. No, me smile more. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So what's going to make you smile more? Tell me what's going to make you smile more, Biggie. What are you going to smile about the most? Think about that. While you're thinking about that, let's see what else we've had. I've had so many comments. I love this so much. This is so great. We love you at the studio. We have so much fun. I can't get focused, so I'll think of things to work on soon. You think of things to work on. You make sure you message me straight away and let me know what that is. I've lasted for 16 minutes so far. I'm wondering whether we can have more. Can we have more? Let's have a look. Okay, so I really didn't factor in for the fact that we were going to have so many people talking to me. I'm absolutely loving it. So we've got Amelia's sugar, we've got Sue's motivation, we've got Biggie's going to smile more. He still has to tell me how he's going to smile more. I think I might just ask him that on the Monday. If you guys have any questions or you have any accountability tasks that you want to make sure that you get done, you've got 7 days accountability from me, absolutely free. How's that for a deal? And hopefully we will get more people coming in and telling us what their motivations are and what their goals are, and to see this live happening and seeing people achieve their goals live would be fabulous. Now, about 15-20 minutes ago, I told everybody to get on to do that 10-minute short task that they wanted to do, because I was can't even say it, body doubling you guys. So what did you do? Did anybody do their washing up that they were supposed to do? Did anybody do their laundry? Did anybody do send that email that they were supposed to do? Did you want to make that 10-minute call? We're going to be doing this on a weekly basis. So I want weekly accountability calls. I want your 10-minute body double tasks. That was my phone running out, by the way. So we can get more people in. I cleaned my things away and my room. Let's have a win. Whoop, whoop. Well done. Who else? Who else has achieved their goals? Who else has achieved their 10-minute goal that they needed to get to? Come back to me on that one. Okay, so that's it. So what did you think? This is going to be hopefully my new format. We are going to have accountability. We are going to have body doubling. We are going to have a spotlight on certain topics. Is a topic that you'd like me to research? Is there something that you'd like for me to do? I'm loving the interaction this week. I now know that I'm on the right track with it because of the interaction that I've got. So I'm going to keep this format. But give me your feedback. Let me know what you think. I hope that this show was a little bit better than it was last week. And every week I'm getting better and better. So I want to call it a wrap on this. If you set an accountability goal, you've got 1 week, no pressure. But then again, you've got full pressure. So go ahead and do it. If you used your body doubling, I know some of you did it. What did you do? You are officially winning at productivity. Give yourselves a clap. And if you just sat there and listened, came in and out, did whatever, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. See you next week, same time, same chaos. Bring your wins, bring your rants. Let's do it all over again. My name is Shema. I lasted 20 minutes.